and gave everybody a nice tip, a thank you card. Everyone here got a $100 bill. Sorry. We got one for Mark waiting.
It's not going correctly, I'm sorry.
All right, check this out. Looks like Brad's feeling alive for the start of day 5. Right after it, B.
Brad grabs a shovel and starts digging.
Yeah. I didn't even have time to walk into the backyard yet, and Brad's already working. We did get here at the same time. I came with a load of boulders. Aiden helped me with that. Now Aiden's setting out the path. I'm going to send Mark to go get some more material. And we've got a lot ahead of us today, but we've got a good team, and we're going to start moving material around and doing what we do. So here we're going to do an update on what we're up to here. The guys just placed an awesome waterfall rock, that big blue one Justin picked out yesterday. We're going to have some cool things happening with the water going over that off of our wetland filter. Brad was able to suggest we tilt that frame rock forward, and then you can see when we had that tilted forward, we put our overlap and tucked it in nicely. So by using our smart level, we know that our water line is at -4 from our 0 point over there off of the patio. So as long as our pond liner is at like 0 or higher, we don't have to worry about the pond leaking out of the backside. So it could come up, water could come up and leak out of the backside if you don't do this carefully. Now, that being said, with the wetland filter, we want to make sure that that overlaps into the pond nicely and that we don't have any wire for the water to come back up into our wetland filter or leak out of the pond. So we set our waterfall to be about 6 inches higher than our water line, so we have a nice waterfall in there. And now we'll be able to take all of this, pull it tight, and backfill dirt against that so we can double check our pond liner is where we want it, our wetland filter isn't going to have any leaking, and we left plenty of liner. This is our adapted wetland filter. It's the same thing. The whole idea with our wetland filters and the snorkel centipede is even distribution of water. So what we do is we drill a lot of holes in our piping, make sure that the aqua blocks are over the top of that. We cap the end of that pipe. And then the whole idea with the snorkel vault is for draining it and making sure that you can get down in there. Guys are digging in the waterfall rock. We're trying something pretty creative with a cool rock we have over there that the clients picked out. It's got some really cool stuff for water movement on it. We're just gonna let the water do its thing. Brad and Justin are working on plumbing, digging in a trench for our wetland filter. Looking good. Then we'll have another line that goes all the way to our biofalls up there. It's coming together. Day 5, we got a lot done. We'll talk to you next week, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I am Nick the Pond King. This is our channel, Pond King Water Gardens, where we're just showing the world that water features are fun everywhere. This time it starts right here in Prior Lake. Doesn't this look like fun? That's because it is a lot of fun. Today we're going to focus on finishing the pond. We're going to rock in the pond, and then someone's going to get the cool job of getting to spray down the pond, clean it up, and then drain it out. We got a lot to do today, but by the end of the day, you'll see it where we're leaving it filling. Mark has details in really nicely. We've got some 3/4 inch to come in with that plant pocket. Then he'll start rinsing it down. We're just about there for that. Intake bay is looking sweet. We're doing grading at the same time. Guys are plumbing, wetland filter, working on the waterfall to come out of the wetland filter, twist through. We're gonna get some gravel in there. Aiden's working on the biofalls right now, placement of the biofalls. Day 6, man, I love it. Part 2 is well underway. We're filling up the pond, so stay tuned, because before you know it, we're gonna be plugging this in and getting to say, check this out yet again. But it's a lot of work. For us, there's a good couple days ahead of us, so keep watching. We'll show you what we're up to, and we'll kind of walk you through our vision and what's going on. Today we got a lot done. We got the biofalls hooked up, the wetland filters in place, all the plumbing is done. Rinsed it down, drained it, got our lilies planted, so things are in a really good spot. We're gonna keep chucking away at it tomorrow. We've got a lot ahead of us. We got some drainage stuff to plan and other things like that, but that's what we do. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Nick the Pond King. You know what to do. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Don't miss a thing. All right, bye. Man, I am in love with the way this is looking. So start of day 7. Thank you for joining us. We've got a lot of rock work to do, a lot of detail work to do. We've got foaming of our waterfall to do, but we are filling the pond. So once that pond is full and we're into the intake bay, we're gonna be ready to start our first plug-ins and our first testing of everything. We probably will be running the hose up to, oh, look at Aiden just going after it. Probably running the hose into the wetland filter as well. That's a lot of water. We wanna fill that with the garden hose so that when we do plug it in, we don't have to unplug everything, because this is drained from filling the hoses. So a lot to do, but man, it is looking fantastic. You get to bring a water feature to life today. Plug it in. We're gonna do the waterfall. All right, now you gotta turn on the pump.
Turn on?
And then turn it up to 10, please. Check out that waterfall that Brad came up with. It looks so natural, I love it.
I love it.
Got a cool sound to it. And then as a team, we came up with the waterfall to the left. What do you think of that one, Parker? You know, that actually is the brainchild of Mr. Justin Weist over there, the wizard. Hey, wizard, did you know that was going to be a waterfall when he picked it out?
Oh, I knew it had potential. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's rock picking right there. Looking for potential. So the reason I would like this rock is I wanted to put it here to block some of our current and force the current into the dead zone. And what you can see is, as you're watching the current, it's just shooting straight sideways right into that spot. So when we get the second pump running, that's gonna really push our water right into that spot, getting it to swirl and making sure that we don't really have much for dead zones. That's what's so cool about 2 pumps on a pond this size. Water's just gonna get sucked right in. Aiden, what do you think of your first pond?
It's really cool.
I think
Yeah?
it's the second pond.
No, he hasn't built a pond with us yet.
Nice destination.
Sure is. It's almost like they taped it and said this is a boulder we should use in
Good
a...
spot for you to push me in, but I know you wouldn't.
I wouldn't do that. Well, hey, let me see your phone real quick. Don't ever give away your phone, because that's a clear sign that you're about to get pushed in.
Oh.
so here's our dry creek bed after working it a little bit. We still have a lot of work on this to do. We're gonna put some plastic in there so that the water can enter the system without eroding anything, and so weeds don't go through. But we'll fill in the gap with some 2 to 4 inch, some different gravels. We'll put some 6 to 12s in some of these gaps and really make it look nice and built in, and then it'll twist its way down and dissipate into the yard. All right, that's gonna do it for the end of day 7. We got water running. Make sure to tune in tomorrow because we should, well, no, you keep watching because we'll be back tomorrow and we should have it wrapped up. It's looking awesome. Hey, good morning everyone. It's the start of day 8 here on project number 7 of 2022. Ah, man, what a pleasant surprise. I came here this morning, we had filled it up and it was rather cloudy as it normally is when we first fill a pond, but we have so much water flow on this medium-sized pond. I mean, it kind of turned into our medium-large. It got larger than we expected, but in such a good way, in a creative way. We have this water line that looks so cool. I can't wait to see fish swimming in this. I can't wait to see the lilies come pop up to the surface. I can't wait to see what our clients do because they have an incredible green thumb. We came here yesterday and they had some things placed already. They've been daydreaming and excited. So, man, you're going to want to keep watching because this is going to develop into a masterpiece over time because of the client's involvement, because they're going to invest in it, and because they already are so in love with it. Our best water features are the ones that are well loved. That means that people are out interacting with it. They love it. They want to be around it. And the cool thing is, almost all of our water features are our best water features because they are well loved. Well, we got a lot of work out of us today. I got a dry creek bed to finish. We've got detail work to do. We've got a post to put in to mount everything. We got to run our top off line. We've got to hide our lines for our lighting. We've got to hide the liner, run in some mulch, run preen, run plastic down the dry creek bed. But you know what? It's going to be so worth it. Hey, and we got a cool birthday lunch today, but Justin didn't want to do birthday lunch. He said, I already packed my lunch, so we might need the team to peer pressure him in to go into lunch a little bit. All right, that's it. Time to get to work. Came out and gave everybody a nice tip, a thank you card. Everyone here got a $100 bill. Sorry. We got one for Mark waiting.
It's not going correctly, I'm sorry.
All right, and check this out. How awesome was that? Did you ever think that would happen?
No.
Isn't that awesome?
I'm very happy.
Does that make you feel pretty excited about the job?
Yeah.
Like that kind of a note? It's not just moving rock, it's not just sweating your butt off, right?
Right.
It's getting to bring your dog to work. Getting to create people's dreams.
It's a fun club.
Yeah, job well done, guys. So now we're doing mulching. That's fun stuff. I love the dark brown against our boulders. Oftentimes we just want to warn people about this, that when you use this dark brown, it's very possible that it could run into the water after a heavy rain. So we might have to get you a carbon or something like that to pull that dye out of the water. But man, look how much those rocks pop over there with that brown going in. And then when they plant it, it's going to look so good. So. All right, well, these guys are going to take over for me for the rest of the day. Hopefully they remember to talk to the camera once or twice. For me, that's going to do it. We're going to go celebrate my mom and dad's 50th wedding anniversary. Congratulations, Mom and Dad. That's a huge accomplishment. 50 years happens on Monday, but we're going to a concert tonight and a nice dinner. So I feel honored to be part of the celebration. But for me, that's going to do it for today, and we're going to be back on Monday to do our final cleanup, pull the machines out, and say, check this out yet again, where we get our final footage for you. Until Monday, thanks everybody. Hey, good morning everyone. It's the start of day 9. We're feeling more than fine. The job looks just fantastic. Now we've got a little work ahead of us. Justin's already been cleaning up in the background. We got our mascot. He's heading to the out of town project with us, and you'll be able to see Bosco in next week's episode. But man, they've got all sorts of plants they're gonna be working with. They already did this sweet beach area, and look how they complemented it with just an awesome line with that driftwood. That's so cool to me. Inviting. Cool Japanese maple there. I mean, it is just going to be so fun to come back to this time and time again, because this is just a beautiful project. Excited as I am to see that final montage. Shahi, let's do this. Project number 7 complete. Check this out. Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens. Living works of art, 1 yard at a time.